What is data? Data can be defined as a representation of facts, concepts, or instructions in a formalized manner which should be suitable for communication, interpretation, or processing by a human or electronic machine. Data can exist in various forms, as numbers or text recorded on paper, as bits or bytes stored in electronic memory, or as facts living in a person's mind. It can be any unprocessed fact, value, text, sound, or picture that is not being interpreted and analyzed. Raw data. Information that has been collected but not formatted or analyzed. Information is organized or classified data which has some meaningful values for the receiver. Information is the processed data on which decisions and actions are based. Data may be collected either in structured form or unstructured form. Unstructured data is very difficult to deal with. We can't make much inference with this, so the data needs to be in a structured form. The structured form of data used to gather the inferences is called information. Data is the essential part of all data analytics, data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence. We can't train any model without data, and all modern research and automation will go in vain. Big enterprises are spending lots of money to gather as much specific data as possible. What type of data does machine learning need? Data can come in many forms, but machine learning models rely on 4 primary data types. These include numerical, categorical, time series, and text data. Numerical data, or quantitative data, is any form of measurable data such as your height, weight, or the cost of your car. Exact or whole numbers, i.e. 26 students in a class, are considered discrete numbers. In contrast, those which fall into a given range are considered continuous numbers. They are simply raw numbers. You can do mathematical operations in such data. Categorical data. Categorical data is a collection of information that is divided into groups. This can include gender X, male or female, social class, ethnicity, hometown, the industry you work X, fintech or edtech in, or a variety of other labels. It is non-numerical, meaning you are unable to do any mathematical operations. Time series data. Time series data consists of data points indexed at specific time points. Learning and utilizing time series data makes it easy to compare data from week to week, month to month, year to year, or according to any other time-based metric you desire. The distinct difference between time series and numerical data is that time series data have established starting and ending points. In contrast, numerical data simply collects numbers that aren't rooted in particular time periods. Text data. Text data is simply words, sentences, or paragraphs that can provide some level of insight to your machine learning models. Since these words can be difficult for models to interpret on their own, they are most often grouped together or analyzed using various methods such as word frequency, text classification, or sentiment analysis. What is a dataset? A single row of data is called an instance. Datasets are a collection of instances that all share a common attribute. For machine learning models to understand how to perform various actions, training datasets must first be fed into the machine learning algorithm, followed by validation datasets or testing datasets to ensure that the model is interpreting this data accurately. Once you feed these training and validation sets into the system, subsequent datasets can then be used to sculpt your machine learning model going forward. The more data you provide to the ML system, the faster that model can learn and improve. How do we split data in machine learning? Training data, a data that we feed into our machine learning algorithm to train our model. This is the data that your model actually sees both input and output and learns from. Validation data, the part of data used to evaluate the model frequently, fit on the training dataset, and improve involved hyperparameters, initially set parameters before the model begins learning. This data plays its part when the model is actually training. Testing data, a dataset that we use to validate the accuracy of our model, but is not used to train the model. It may be called the validation dataset. Once our model is completely trained, testing data provide an unbiased evaluation. When we feed in the inputs of testing data, our model will predict some values without seeing actual output. After prediction, we evaluate our model by comparing it with the actual output present in the testing data. This is how we evaluate and see how much our model has learned from the experiences feed in as training data set at the training time. That is all for today, guys. See you in the next one.